All right, Rippers. I am so happy to see you. I hope your guys' weekend is going good, right? You guys are getting the things done that you need to do. You're getting prepared and you're having fun doing it. Spending time with the family, right? Looking for deals. Deals, I am. I'm going to go here in just a minute again before it gets dark out, right? Now, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is what we got to take a minute to see. Look at those flowers and that there plum tree. That's just plumb beautiful. I made it funny. Anyway, isn't that neat? We got to stop every once in a while and say, whew, I sure am lucky. And as you can see, this one here, I got to trim up on that one a little bit. But that is my covered compost area that I want some sun to get through, but I don't need it to like be beaten in there or nothing. So now what we got going, I'm going to show you. As you can see, that's looking beautiful. And we don't have any new growth on our grapes here, but I wasn't planning on new growth on the grapes yet. So I just hit that with some water and fertilizer and stuff. Got it all trimmed back. It's going to start sprouting anytime, especially as this weather gets better and better. But look what we got going here. We got some rose bushes here that are going, right? Yeah. And some of these other plants that I don't dare go and pull because I think they're weeds. Because sure enough, it never fails. I go and pull something or I weed eat it or whatever, and I get the news that it wasn't a weed. Yep, I get my hiney chewed. That's true. So, as you can see here, though, to make up for some hiney chewing, I got me 2 different kinds of blueberry bushes. Look at that. Those are going to be great. Going to get these in a good spot so they grow up nice and big. Produce all kinds of blueberries with them antioxidant things. Kind of like an accident for cancer, right? Keeps it from happening. Anyway, got these ones here too. This is a different strain right here. So this one, as you can see, is starting to bloom up. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, we'll see how those things do, and I hope you guys enjoy watching those grow with me. And I got all kinds of other things in here. Not quite sure what they are, but I'm sure I'll get told. Oh, and as you can see, the flowers for Mrs. is doing good. Yep, got them on sale like I told you last time. Now, check this out. This is quite the surprise. Aren't those pretty? Them are just gorgeous. See how I can focus on those a little bit better. It's amazing the surprises you get. And isn't it amazing that you can take a seed that is tiny that you can't even see? And while these are probably bulbs, but you know what I'm saying, a tiny, teeny little seed can grow up into this big, huge, beautiful thing that produces fruit. It's amazing. I tell you what. So let's go over here and check a look. Right? I got some new things to show you, so hang out till the end of the video. Now, as you can see, still out there, back there, working in my compost area. I got to get the boxes built for that. Almost got all of the winter stuff all cleaned out and decided what I'm keeping and what I'm not. But looky here. Never fails. I forgot to take this off, and it got brittle, and it broke over the winter. Stupid me. So, always remember, take your hose bibs off and your hose, your little sprayers off and put them up for the winter. Winterize them in a sense, right? But as you can see what I'm doing here, there's going to be one bin here and then one bin here. And then when I turn it, I'm going to turn it over into this one and give her some good water, put the lid back on it, and then I'll just turn it back over into that one and go back and forth. Isn't that awesome? I thought that was a good idea. Although I got, like I said, trim that bush up. So let's get to the good stuff. You're not going to believe what I found at Walmart. Yep, Wally World. Now check this out. See these? Those are spinach right there. Got some rosemary right there. Got some corn right there. That's some of that, what do you call that? Well, anyway, sweet corn of some sort, right? Peaches and cream. That's what it is. And I got some red lettuce here. Got some romaine green lettuce here. And I've got, this is parsley here, right? And then this is, that's Italian oregano right there. And that's some sweet basil right there. And this is, well, heck, I don't know what that is, but I think it's some thyme. I think that's thyme. And then this is some peppermint. And you can see it looks a little kind of sad, right? And then we got some parsley here, or that's lemon thyme there. So let's see, what else have I got? I got some sweet mint. Oh no, that's a wrong tag. That's sage. Anyway, all of these things, would you believe that Walmart had them up front in the sun, and they were all bone dry, limp, and dying? Some had died. How sad is that? That is just entirely wasteful. Why wouldn't you just make sure to keep them wet, right? People could have grown those into food. So I got the person that was out and the manager, and I said, look, these things are all dying. I said, how are we supposed to buy these? I really needed these. I said, what are you going to do with all these dying ones and stuff? He said, well, you probably just toss them out, unless they come back. And I said, well, you look at these. They look like they're going to come back. And he goes, it don't look like it to me. And I said, why don't you let me take these off your hands so you don't have to throw them away? And he goes, you want them, you have them. Looky here. A little bit of love, a little bit of talking nice, a lot of bit of water, and a little bit of partial sun. And within a day, look at how beautiful they are. I ain't kidding you. These things here look dead. That one right there looked dead. These were all wilted over, right? But I knew I could do it. And the rosemary, man, I better check that too. Okay, it's wet. That thing was so dry it was falling out of the bucket. But I got a green one, right? And that thing is kind of a drought-resistant plant. So I went ahead and tried my luck at it. Now I got everything watered up, but as you can see right there, the willow I was hoping to grow is not looking so good. But I'm giving her a good try. It isn't dead yet, right? So I'm not going to give up on it if it doesn't give up on me. Now, we're going to come over here into some new stuff. Now, looky this. Look at the growth go now, right? I've got right here red lettuces popping up, and I got the radishes right here taking off good. Over here, I got sunflowers popping up, right? Right here. Check this out right there. That's spinach right there. Dang. Now, this is a new one. I think this is mostly flowers. Yeah. So those should be coming up soon. That's a new one with some flowers right there. So we're going to go ahead and put these ones to bed for the evening because it's getting kind of dusk. So we're going to carefully, one-handed, put that on there like that, right? And then we're going to put this on one-handed, just like that. Look at that. Now you'll notice how it condensates on there. Now, when the sprouts start coming up and getting pretty good, you don't want them to get moldy, right? So what you do is you get you some sticks like this, right? And you put them across there where they don't block the sun, right? And then you set this down on there like that. And that will let there be air moving through there, right? Because you don't need to have those on there when it's nice weather out anyway. You'll see what's popping up over here. But just so you can see, I wanted you guys to see what you can do to avoid the mold. Now, as you can see also, we've got all kinds of bush beans and peas jumping out. We've got broccoli jumping out there. We've got thyme and lavender and stuff popping out there. And then we're going to put this one to bed. All right. Look at that. Don't snore. You wake up the neighbors. That's hard one-handed. Okay. Now, let's check this out. Looky here what we got. All this field of green here. All this stuff's popping up. These are all different kinds of lettuces, right? Look at that. And it's only been a few days. Right here we got the mousselines coming up better. Looky here. We got little ones there. So that's the Nevada and the Sylvia lettuce. Dang. Now, let's check this out. I'm going to show you something here. Remember how you guys told me them red seeds are so that they're easier to plant? You see them red ones? They're already starting to push up and push the red shell off. That's buttercrunch right there. Woohoo! That's bib lettuce coming in right here. Yeah. Now this one's brand new, so we'll wait for that. That one's brand new. So we'll put this one to bed too. Right? Because we want to show our love. You always got to talk nice. Whew. So now, as you can see, this is a brand new one. I kicked it a couple times, but you don't have to worry about it. Just smooth it out. Things will grow in it. And you can use any container you have. Now, something to remember is, don't get discouraged. Because as you can see, those were all about ready to die. And all you had to do was rescue them, and they'll come back. So don't get discouraged if it gets wilty. Just show it more love, right? That should be like a thing, right, that we all should do. Anyway, let's see. I kind of like doing this. It kind of relaxes me. Now, this is the last thing. Got a couple good things to show you. All right. So, as you can see here, we had an old clove. And I started busting it up into the individual sections. Like this. Right? Now you'll see this one. You don't necessarily see it, but it will happen. But what you get is you start seeing little green things. Now this one's already poked way out, but you'll see a little green nubbin right here. That means it's starting to sprout. There was a bunch of them in there that were doing that. So I just went ahead and put them all into solo cups. A little bit of rock at the bottom, a little bit of dirt, solo cup. Now I'm take this, I'm gonna work it down in there, right? I don't have to go real deep. I work it down in there, and then just like I did with all of these, I gave it what I call the dangerous freedom, staying alive shake. Staying alive, right? Look at that, already ready to go. This will make at least 2 rows of bitchin' garlic. Who doesn't like garlic, right? Yeah. So now I'm gonna have 2 rows of garlic growing in there, and it'll help keep away critters, as well as girls that want kisses. Anyway, it still tastes good. Now, this last little thing here is a real peach that I found at Wally World, and I think they're specifically being made for Wally World. Look at this. You got yourself a little miniature arrow garden. It's not the big ones, right? As you can see, it's kind of thin. See? But what this is, it's got an adjustable light, grow light that goes up as the plants get bigger. And you can grow like, look, this got some spinach. You got some herbs in here. You got parsley and maybe some dill right there. But you could also have a tomato plant and keep it trimmed down so it grows like, you know, a few tomatoes in there, maybe cherry tomatoes, right? And it'll just keep producing. This is something you could start as you get the greenhouse up and going, right? As it starts cooling off, that extends your season. And then when the season gets just too cold for the greenhouse, you're already indoors starting sprouts. Look at this. It'll start sprouts. Or you can just do it in the 3 ones and grow yourself 3 main plants, right? So think about that. You can still be producing yourself some food over the winter time. And these don't take up any space. Heck, you could put these here and there around the house and not only give yourself food, but you could give yourself oxygen in the house. Now, think about this. You're in the kitchen. You could have one of these in the kitchen with like some basil and some thyme or something like, some, you know, whatever you use, oregano, right? Just go ahead. Everybody likes fresh basil leaves, right? So grow yourself some sweet basil, right? Have some herbs growing in the kitchen. You could fit one of these real good next to the window, next to the coffee maker, right? And then you could just trim off what you need as you need it. Yeah. And then your other ones, you could have in each bedroom, right? And go ahead and grow yourself tomatoes in one. I mean, you couldn't grow anything big, probably like cucumbers or anything like that. But you could do like little cherry tomatoes. You could do jalapenos and various, you could probably do green peppers, right? You could do spinach, right? There's a lot you can do. You could do lettuce. One of these could be 3 lettuces, right? Yep. You seeing what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you are, because you guys are rippers, man. You guys know the stuff. Anyhow, that being said, I want you guys to know I got to get back to work, and I got to go get some more planter trays and some other things. Oh, and I got to pick up my jalapenos and my, what do you call them things? Habaneros, right? So go ahead and put down in the comment section any comments you have. Let me know that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you didn't enjoy it, because if I can do something better for you, I will. And I'm also going to go down and get me another sprayer, right? Gonna get a bigger, longer one this time, so it's easier to water, right? And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And always be safe, be secure, always be aware of your surroundings, and be getting prepared, doing the things so that you're ready for anything that comes your way. You guys all know I love you. Adios.